Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Lathrix, and our glorious home, which is basically almost done. It's so close to being a fully functioning thing, it's unbelievable. All we need to do is reattach our radar, then finish off the cosmetics, and the most basic form of fortress is complete, and we can use it for, well, just being a basic fortress, being able to be remade in the future, some kind of well, defense for the, what do you want to call these, resource zones. Nothing too fancy, but able to stand up against the most basic of enemy with ease. So off camera, I've altered the missiles quite heavily. As you can see, they're now a much further range. In fact, they can fire for, I think, almost double, actually no, triple rather, the distance, which is fantastic. I've built up some more stuff, and I have upgraded the gun yet again, so it is now even more accurate, and as you can see, with a much higher fire rate, now being the main gun as it was supposed to be originally. There's still quite a few things to do, but we are getting there, which is lovely. Anyway, it's finally happened. The enemy have sent 2 strikes against us. Now, I am a little bit worried about this, I must admit. The enemies are a strength 15 paddle gun, which is actually terrifying. And then I wonder, I have no idea what this is, a antlion, which I do know what it is, and finally we have, my mouse went invisible for me for a second there, a water buffalo, which shouldn't have gone invisible for you. Unlike with Spore, in which it goes invisible for the camera, but not for me, because, you know, Spore does stuff like that sometimes for no reason. Oh, bit of FPS lost there, because, well, we just came back. So, I'm going to be doing a little bit more preparing before they get here, and let's just jump straight into the fight. I'm eager to see how this thing actually handles itself. Well, here we go. Our satellite has managed to make it out of the way, and we can begin the battle. So the first fight is up against the paddle gun on its own. Let's see what happens. I maybe should have turned ourselves a little bit, actually, but let's see. Oh, we can still turn ourselves, I believe. Excellent. There we go. This way the gun will be facing the opponent at least. There we go, yes. Okay, begin battle. Let's see what happens. Here's hoping we win, obviously. Oh. There you go, the missiles are away, so are the shots, although we are getting a lot of return fire from the enemy as well. Oh, he does have anti-missile lasers. I do forget that the paddle gun even has an anti-submarine laser underneath, or at least one of the variations do. I don't think it's the basic paddle gun, I think it's one of the retrofits. Something I do need to invest in myself. Now, some of the missiles are bouncing off, but the rest are hitting their target much better than they used to. As you can see, they're bloody fast little things because of their size. And against the paddle gun, we had a decisive victory, actually. That was quite surprising, although I'm sure we took some damage in the process. Okay, so against a single strength 15, we can... Ooh. To be honest, that mountain is going to be our greatest ally, as our missiles will be able to get over there relatively easy, and the enemy regular shots will not be able to penetrate us as easily. So we are pretty much okay for our foothold at the moment. Of course, these are the most basic designs the enemy will be throwing at us right now, and will get much more difficult in the future. And with my kind of miniature rule not to use lasers to any overpowered extent and such, and to go for the more basic weaponry, we'll see just how well we do. Although that cannon didn't actually do most of the damage, it was mostly the missile system, so well done, missile system. Bring on the next opponent, I suppose. Now this is 3 of them. There's a water buffalo, which is basically their tank, and can take a lot of damage. There is the Wander, and there is the antlion. Now, I don't know what the Wander is, and the fact it's airborne does make me a little bit worried. I also noticed that I was running out of ammo quite a bit in that match. Well, let's see if that happens again. So the water buffalo. So yeah, with the water buffalo, I'm a little bit nervous purely because how tanky it is, but not too much really. The antlion I'm not scared of at all, and then again, I have no idea what the Wander is, so. Oh, let's get airships out of the way. Perhaps drag... Ooh, that was bad. We let them get more of an angle this time because I didn't realise they were trying to follow my little basically balloon thing. So let's once again battle. Sure, we're currently in the right position. Oh, okay. Now if we almost didn't bring in the starting fortress there. Okay, so begin battle and let's see how it goes. So that's the Wonder there. Oh, missiles incoming. Let's just watch the damage. Large chunk knocked off there. I'm also going to turn off repairing for now. I don't have enough money. That's another thing. I'm tempted to turn off repairing when I'm not in battle and leave it to self-repairs. Okay, so the Wanda isn't really destroyed. It's simply lost its bubbles there. It seems to be a smaller Atlas, which really doesn't scare me too much, honestly. The missiles are coming from the Antlion, and the Water Buffalo's quite happily taking the shots. We're in for a bit of a longer match this time, I feel. Also, we're not firing our missiles currently, which is very, very worrying. Oh, we have lost our missile system. Can I perhaps manual fire? No, I cannot. Okay, repairs are back on. I lied. Oh, since I didn't actually add repair systems, I'm already going back on my word. But thankfully, I am still repairing extremely slowly, like I used. Okay, my gun has run out of ammo from its own resource. Oh, we are not in a particularly good position right now. My gun's being blocked by the mounted. Warning! Fortress turbine power. What, really? They knocked out the engine? Oh lord. Thankfully, they are now in range for the torpedoes, which just fired their last one. One of them is 2 damaged, but this is going to be extremely close. What we really need to do is repair the engines. As much as everything else obviously is important, the engines really need to be repaired. 2 more shots going there. We're not firing at the right target. We keep firing at the Water Buffalo, which is currently almost taken out, but we're not firing at things shooting the missiles at us, which is causing all the damage. Oh, that wasn't from the explosion. That was from us tearing ourselves apart because we have no engine power. Oh dear. I just fell through a hole. Blub. So, after all of that, the Antlion will be the thing which is actually causing... Oh, no, it's not the Antlion. Oh, does the Wanda have missiles? Doesn't look like it. Was it the Antlion after all? I'm not sure what was actually firing the missiles. It's not firing anymore. So it's really up to us to repair the engine in time. That's really what needs to happen. If we can't repair the engine, then we have lost our home. Oh, it's only the main segment that's broke as well. Like, could I actually just replace it? Because that would be so unfair. Oh, I won't do it. No, it's unfair. Oh, we're taking out that quite handily. It is all about if we can repair fast enough now. Our little torpedoes, they're trying their best to do... Oh, I just saw a missile heading towards us again. Maybe it is the Wanda which has the missiles. Oh, no, there they're coming from. Where is that? Maybe... I think it is the Wanda, but it's coming around. Oh, my lord, so close. Come on, engine. Maybe we should start adding repair drones. As well, that was what I was meant to do anyway. Oh, nope, nope. Building in a battle seems very cheesy to me. We stopped firing. Does that mean we won? Did we win? I can't abandon ship. I can't abandon ship right now. I'm needed to repair. I wish I could choose what to repair, though. Repair this. I think, yeah, judging by the distribution of damage, we're actually self-destructing. So I'm repairing a self-destructing ship. I'm losing a lot of resources here, possibly for nothing. I may need to call. I may need to give up the ship. The thing is, there's a good chance I could get on board that right now, close it is, and take it over, thus using the Water Buffalo to begin again. Also, of course, it would end the battle, which would allow me to go out of combat, so actually, yeah, it's the best idea to do it. If we can kill this fast enough, we can end the battle and allow self-repair to actually fix everything. I have no idea where the AI in this thing is, though. I don't think well, I think I may have a long time ago, but I can't remember for the life of me where the AI actually is on the Water Buffalo. And it does have self-repair, which isn't helping. Let's get through here. Okay. If I was an AI, I'd be under the floorboards. I'm really surprised they didn't actually go for the AI on my ship. Went straight for the engine and the weapon systems. I'm doing a lot of damage in here, but oh, I think our own guns just came back online. We're currently oh, there it is. I see the transmitter rather than the receiver. I think I'm at the AI core now. There's the mainframe. I think I destroyed it. Okay, I'm not going to capture it, but can I actually spawn on this? I don't know what happened there. I don't think we captured it. Oh, it's AI dead. No, we won, but at what cost? The AI is dead. Okay, so now the battle is over. Very quickly, what I'm going to do is going to MISC, go into repair bots, and quickly put them in. So this will allow me to do this. So map, pull all, my ship, and then activate self-repair. Times 10. And there you go, it's slowly fixing itself now while not in the battle, meaning although it's going to cost us more resources than it is, and it's also quite a slow process, it will go back to 100%. We just about survived that. $98, $99, and $100. There we go, Starting Fortress is back online, all good. Oh, my love, my heart is about to fall out of my chest. Well, I guess, yeah, right now it's trying to catch up from what happened then. Let's just lower ourselves a bit more than usual and allow my engines a bit of rest. Wow, they cut through the entire segment here straight into the engine. And remember, they are on 150% speed, meaning they are going to send the next shot 50% faster than usual. So, what do we need to improve on to defend ourselves? Honestly, shields. Oh, wow, some serious frame loss at the moment. I do apologise for this. This is a known issue at the moment with the current From the Depths build. That on certain builds with certain graphics cards, you have this horrible kind of frame tearing where it loses every other frame. It's kind of bizarre and annoying, but I can get rid of it by doing certain things. Well, there we are, though. We were victorious, and well, I feel good. So, main thing we need, repair bots. Seriously, why did I not add them earlier? I don't know. So, let's put some in the AI room. Again, I do apologise for the frame tearing. There's literally nothing I can do right now. I could reset the game, that tends to help out for a while, and I will do that straight after this little segment, so please do bear with me, I do apologise. Then let's pop them in the turret room, which I love is a usable room, I may add. Okay. Then we'll pop them in the engine room, which blew up like a freaking a candle. Candles don't really blow up so much as they become a light. This isn't too many, but we don't really have the resources, honestly, to spare. There's a lot I need to do still. Also, you may have seen that the AI in the torpedoes messed up. The reason is I actually have moved them back to the regular AI settings because I was noticing some issues off camera. I will be redoing them remarkably soon, hopefully off camera, and that will be good and well. So we need the identify friend or foes, because these don't have them. It dawned on me when I saw one of the torpedoes turning around. Thankfully it didn't cause an issue in that battle, but it very well could have. It would not have took much to cause an issue. And then let's put some in the missile cube. There we go. All well and good. Okay, yeah. So when I said I wasn't going to repair, it dawned on me that for some reason I had it in my head that I still had the overpowered healing. Then I watched myself healing and realised how actually weak I am. And, well, you may as well allow me to heal. It's really not exactly a big boon. It's about as much as a couple of repair bots, honestly. And because of no reason in particular, 2 on here. Okay, there we go. That's enough repair bots for now. I can certainly... yeah, there's enough room around. We should really add more. Repair bots are remarkable things. They really are. Both in combat and after combat, because we would have repaired a lot faster, if not. So, we need to do the radar next. As much as everything we just saw happen did happen. We do need to do the radar so this thing can actually see what's coming before it comes. Because at the moment, if my balloon isn't out there, which almost destroyed it, we are pretty much vulnerable. Or we could, of course, make a balloon that can fight back, and that could happen in the future. Perhaps a satellite, an actual satellite of some kind, with very minimal weaponry, or just perhaps very fast satellite with the radar. Anyway, back in a second once I've done some more work, I think. Okay, and we're back. Now, nothing really has happened, but I have managed to fix the frame loss for now at least, with a nice reset and a few settings changes. Some of them a lot more difficult to do than others, and a lot of forums being read, so actually it's been quite some time. And it's time to set up our lovely... There we go, our lovely antenna once more. Now, here's the thing. I do need to start messing around with spin blocks as a form of actual, what's the word I'm looking for here? As a form of aesthetics as opposed to just usefulness like helicopter blades, etc, etc. And one of the big ways we can do that is with the use of light blocks. Now, light blocks can actually go through other blocks rather. They are ethereal, however they do explode rather gloriously if hit. So they aren't best suited for, let's say, making your AI core or your engines look pretty, but they're kind of cool for non-necessary parts which can be blown off during combat without really much of an issue, such as, well, let's say antenna and other such things. So I am tempted, I really am, to have a tower here and to somehow work that into the mix. Now, I'm not sure how we'd do that just yet, but I did that wrong. Let's just quickly redo that rather than just filling it in with a regular block. Remove that one, there we go. But I'm not quite sure how to do it, but I do want to do it somewhere. Now, the one enemy ship from, I believe, the Scarlet Dawn does have a very curious design using the light blocks, in that it has like interconnected pieces, interconnected segments spinning around each other, and it looks really cool. And the idea is, it's one of those like impossible machines, and it looks rather awesome. Now, that could be something we do in the future, perhaps for a laser defense system, having the laser defense system in the middle, then having all curious forms of mechanics and such. And that's kind of what I want here, because we could have almost like a clock. Yeah, this could be almost like a clock piece, in that it could be like that. However, the problem is it doesn't have an equal side, so what I think I'd have to do, if I wanted to do that, would be to quickly remove these two sides and move them one further back, so we actually have a middle segment, so at least we can do it somewhat easier. So it'd be like a clock tower with with the antenna sticking directly vertical on the very top. Now that actually sounds rather cool, and is exactly what I want to do. So this is me testing how the hell these things work, as I've never used them before. Now, I'm fairly certain when you add them, you do have to destroy blocks in the way to actually place it. I'm not quite sure how exactly it works. It's a bit of a mystery to me. I've never really used light blocks in any way. We'll have a look at them in a second, and then we'll do some science about it. Now, of course, remember, we are still in the campaign mode, meaning things are happening. The enemy will be organising the next strike, etc. So we don't actually have infinite time. Now, the back is one higher this time, but that's fine. Okay, so I want to add a spin block, please. So how would I add the spin block, please? Well, we'll do it something like, let's say a first one goes here, a bit lower, about here. So let's just add wood all the way across, because why not? And then it'll go, let's see here, yep. So add item. Is it new object? Yep, spin block, I want the precision turret, the precision turn block rather. There we go, we've added the block. So let's add a wooden block in the middle, because why not? Okay, so next we want the light block, which is here. Okay, so do I need to do... Oh, because it's part... Oh, I get it. Because it is part of the spin block, it doesn't necessarily take up space in terms of the other things it goes through. Okay. So let's make... Oh, we're out of... Wow, what's that taking up? Lots of crystal. Oh my lord, I did not realise it was 300 crystal each. Well, for now then, let's just do it one way. That probably still won't actually... Oh, because I'm still mirrored, whoopsie-daisy. I was going to say, that's kind of a lot for that much, okay. So let's do it one way, and we actually... Nope, oh, I keep pressing mirror, but it keeps not unmirroring. It's hard to tell, because you can't actually see the mirror. Okay, so enter mirror. Okay, so it's no longer mirroring, it shouldn't be at least. Okay. Can we go far enough for this thing would actually spin without hitting something else? So let's put a piece of wood here. Would that go all the way around? So we could just do it manually, I believe. No, we can't do it manually, can we? No, of course not. So let's go with... I don't know if it is a manual way to do it. I don't actually know how that works. And let's go back to the hull. Automatic control block. Let's pop it here. And we want... Let's just say, again, if we're lower than a certain amount. So, altitude less than spin blocks. Rotation speed 2. And we don't want it to be too quick. But as low as anything. So, would that go all the way around? Yeah, that would go all the way around. That's rather cool. Now, obviously we see the light block, but even so, that is very, very cool. Because the idea is we could have a cog, or something similar to a cog, going around there. So let's slow that down. Let's slow it all the way down, perhaps to 3. Did that just stop altogether? Or is 0.3 just really that slow? Okay, 0.4. Clearly I was doing something wrong there, but you get the idea. So that's rather... I mean, we could just have it attached to one piece. It doesn't really matter too much. So let's get back to actually editing it then. So, okay, so for now we'll turn it off again. And then I'm going to go away and make a little cog, or something similar to a cog, and we'll see how it does. Okay, so a bit of a nausea warning here. I'm just, I've just been messing around with it, and honestly, I'm okay happy with this. It's not really a cog, so to speak, as a jagged, spiky metal thing, but who doesn't love a jagged metal thing, eh? So, yeah, it's pretty much what we've got at the moment, just a spinning circle. I think it'll look better with multiple spinning opposite ways on the way up. So I think this, if we were to refine it and really spend some time on it, which I really will in the future, would be really cool as part of a laser defense system with the orb on top perhaps being perhaps having other pieces spin around it. So that's a really neat idea for the future. I've just learned quite a bit, honestly, just messing around here, and it's not too difficult, really. It's just about patience, smoothing things out and such. Let's get off build mode. I'm not sure where I am. And that means now, let's fucking jump up. That'd be fantastic. We have that. All by itself, just spinning away for all eternity. What I love is, because it's a square in the middle, it keeps on looking like different parts of the spinning cog, or whatever you want to call it, is actually larger than the other. Like right now, this section looks large, and then it comes over again. Then this looks larger, but it was built in a mirror mode. It is a perfect square. It's just, if you look from the top, like now, you'll see it is the same. It's very jarring to see. So, smaller versions of this going around certain things would probably look very, very cool. So right now, that's kind of what we've got going on. Again, I think I need multiple of them to pull off the effect I kind of want with it. But for now, until we get more crystal, I am very happy with saying, well, we learnt something. I mean, that's what we did. We have learnt something. However, more enemies are on the horizon very soon, I imagine. So we have to get back to actually working on things which actually matter. Which we may as well at least now actually add the whatever you want to call it, the actual satellite. Now, this isn't going to be too high, and of course there's a million reasons you could put it higher, etc. But I don't mind just having it at this height, because I kind of have an idea of how I want it to look, which will kind of integrate itself into this. So let's go back to that colour now. I've added this. And there we are, but here, I don't want it too high. Okay, so we go into MISC, we go into the glorious antenna, we put it on the up and up. That should be on the right side, yes, and then we go with the dish piece. Okay, so, mirror mode. Let's get to work. Now, I'm tempted to simply have it something like this, almost like a roof for the building it's currently under, so only two ways, something like that. So it looks almost like a monument in a kind of weird way. Now, we really don't need this many pieces, particularly how low it is, but we're going to add this many pieces anyway, because I want to, and I'm a special snowflake like that. There we are. And yet have that one a bit lower, like I tried to there, and there we go, yeah. Because I like it, the fact it's actually attached, it looks like it's almost like a ceiling for it. and these will keep going around on the underside for reasons unknown. Again, I'll be refining the cog, even though it looks nothing like a cog at the moment. I didn't do the inside of it spiked. That was just a quick learning experience. So that's revealed a fair bit. To be honest, that's revealed up to there. So at least we have kind of a half a square's view before an enemy does get the sneak attack on us. So, what do we need to upgrade to defend ourselves without going over the top right now, because our costs obviously are a bit much? Well, honestly, even just a bit of protection would go a long way. I mean, what happened straight away in the last fight? Well, we lost our engine. Well, not almost instantly, but we did lose our engine, which left us in a very odd state of slow self-destruction. If that really was self-destruction, I'm not sure if it was that or already the explosions. You do have quite a long time before the ship actually starts destroying itself based on the weight. Now, one thing we do need to do is actually finish off the top of this. Most likely just going to go with the same style as what's over there. Perhaps we could go with a small turret weapon. We could have a small turret on top of this, which wouldn't be a terrible idea, honestly. Not a particularly big one, just a very simple small turret. It just goes on the edge there, faces that way naturally, and can kind of turn around. That would provide a bit more on the wise of protection. It could even be a missile turret with longer range missiles. I'm not too certain, but I'm not against the idea. Or we could, now this is a good idea, we could start working on a small laser defense system against missiles, because that's what actually did us in last time. So having a small laser defense system with the final pinnacle being up here wouldn't be the worst idea either. And that could attach itself perhaps back here, as I don't really care too much about this section here. This will eventually be removed for a separate dock section. We could have it literally attaching in here, a separate building, just with a very weak laser source. But then we would need more engine power, and we would need a secondary engine. Now, I was thinking of having an extension to the engine we already have, but I honestly believe that perhaps a secondary engine somewhere else might do better, and we could place that in between these two. So I think, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and just build a really quick building here, just out of wood, just to house a second engine. Well, there we are. The new engine is in place. Well, at least the very start of the new engine and the start of the new building, which will be attached with the same style as everything else, with the spiked plating. And I will, of course, be making a door so that we can go through, and everywhere is accessible by foot, which is kind of the idea of the area, honestly, right now. Is I want the whole thing to be accessible very easily by simply walking around. Of course, you do need to jump every now and again, purely because you can't walk up ramps on this bot. Although if I change avatars, you can. So for now, though, this is it. It looks like a very bad amusement park with that horrible thing spinning around, which will be refined off camera. Now, though, it's time for me to leave. I'm actually leaving the house for a couple of hours to actually do some shopping. Yay, grocery shopping, because I'm an adult now. Well, there we are, Sunthreads. Thank you so much for watching. Off camera, I'll be doing all sorts of stuff. If you have enjoyed the video and are enjoying the series, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that From the Depths is a series you wish to see continued in the future. It's really the easiest and only way you can do that. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Please do take care. And until next time, goodbye.